No, I got a question.
Okay, all right,
I'll just start with the general question. Just kind of how would you say it went overall?
I mean, it was good. It was good. First day in pads, first day outside. Sun was shining, so they bounced around. I don't know if the execution was great. Looked like the defense kind of finished up with an edge during the team drills, but they bounced around. We got some work done. Film will show the truth. Film will show what holes we got, and we got plenty, I'm sure.
Coach, day 3, what is it mainly that you wanted to see today with the pads on?
I wanted to see could we stay off the ground and practice at a good tempo, and we did. With a little bit of additional install where the new guys going to look like they were frustrated with X's and O's, and didn't seem like they did. But it also see would we pop some pads, would we step up in the gap and take on a block or wrap some guys up, and there were some good signs. Way too many turnovers on offense today. We can't have that, and I think that's kind of expected early, but we're gonna make sure we take care of that. I thought the defense flew around really well today.
We were gone last week, but everything I heard was how fast the tempo is. Saw it today with my own eyes. The tempo is, how do you get it that fast? I mean, I thought it was already fast already.
Something we really wanted to make an emphasis in. It felt like we slowed down a little bit last year to get to some things, and wanted to have the ability to play fast when we want to. And obviously you got to practice fast. It's probably unrealistic fast in terms of tempo. Officials moving the ball, spotting the ball, it probably would slow it down a little bit, but we want practice to be somewhat chaotic so that Saturday slows down. And I think we're getting that. Mainly we're getting communicated, what we're calling, and guys are getting where they need to go. Hopefully we can keep it up.
Coach, it seems like the defense is like super spirited, more so than normal.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on what you've seen from them early on.
No, you're right. All 3 days, there's been a lot of chirping, a lot of energy bouncing around. Again, it's hard to tell how that translates over to the technique side of things, but to me, defense is a lot about emotion, and they brought it all 3 days. We've created turnovers all 3 days. And guys seem to be enjoying. There's a lot of competition going on too, which is good. All that's got to make us better. Hopefully we can bring that every day. It's kind of been the challenge, was to raise it a notch every day, and they've done that.
Going back to the tempo issue for just a second, are you at all surprised that you're able to go this fast this early?
Not necessarily, because we haven't changed a whole lot. We've simplified some terminology. We've made an emphasis of doing it. Some of the drills are set up to be able to. We've been able to play fast in the past. I don't think it was a huge priority for us last year. We wanted to utilize speed and utilize tempo both, and we just wanted to make an emphasis of it.
Playing scrimmage later this week?
Friday. Yeah, we'll have another practice on Wednesday, basically like it was today, anywhere from 20 to 24 periods of thud type work off the ground, and then Friday we're going to warm them up, and then we're going to let them play a little bit before we cut them loose for spring break, kind of see where we are, see what 5 days of ball looks like.
Coach, now being your third spring, as crazy as it is to say that, it seems like the transition has been really good. It just seems like there's no hiccups at all. It seems like everybody's kind of coming in and picking up where you guys left off at the end of fall. I
hope so. That was the plan. That was the goal, was to not take a step back. And I think there's some new guys in the mix that are not caught up to speed yet, but the veterans have come out, and you're right, seems to be a lot of carryover and a lot of energy left over from the season, and kind of a chip on their shoulder. They know what the expectation level is, and they're trying to give that to us. We still got a lot of work to clean it up, but in terms of just coming out and knowing how to work the way we want them to work, that's been really positive.
Your shells today, when you go full pads?
It'll be Friday. Wednesday's another shells day, and then Friday will be full pads.
How well have the newcomers, the junior college guys, picked things up?
Pretty good. They had enough time moving into the first couple practices to learn some of this ahead of time, but they haven't looked like new guys. They kind of blend in. Now, as we keep adding stuff on a daily basis, that may get tougher for them. I would expect a learning curve somewhere along the way, but you haven't noticed that in the first couple days. But we've spent a good bit of time talking about the X's and O's of the first 2 or 3 days. Now, we get to day 4, day 6, day 7, somewhere along the way they're going to hit a wall, and we just got to help them through it.
Any particular goals or objectives for Wednesday?
Stay healthy and try to raise it up a notch. Offensively, eliminate turnovers. Defensively, I had a couple busts today that gave up a couple big plays. Just try to shore those up, but just try to get better every day. Really is the goal. And everybody's got their own notes of what that's going to be in each room.
All right, Coach, just your thoughts on what you've seen from the offense today with the pads on. Just first thoughts.
I thought we did some good things early. I thought we came out fast. Our tempo was great. Our energy was great. But we got to learn to sustain that over the course of practice and do a better job of finishing practice. I saw some good things. I saw some not so good things. We got to do a better job of taking care of the ball at quarterback. That goes for all of them. We can't turn the ball over. We got to do a better job of protecting up front. But I like what I see as far as the way they're picking things up. We don't have a lot of MAs right now. Our O-line right now they've got to be tough guys right now because we're rotating about 9 of them. So somebody's having to play about 12 plays in a row. So, we just got to continue to try to build depth there. I'm really excited about the progress we're making.
As far as the quarterback competition, as you've seen it, it's so early, but what are you looking for? What are some of the things that you're looking for that maybe the average person wouldn't be picking up on?
Well, the first thing you look for, who's going to be the toughest guy on the team. That's mentally, physically. To play that position, you got to be a strong-willed person, a strong-minded person, be able to lock out noise. So that's the first thing we're looking for. The next thing, and that all kind of goes with leadership. Who's going to be the best leader and can just lead the football down the team, manage the team, take care of the ball, and do the things that we need to do to win games.
At what point this spring do you anticipate paring down the competition a little bit?
Probably after the first scrimmage. We'll get in here and everything they do is an evaluation. From rounds on air to cadence drill to tempo versus air, everything's an evaluation. So I would imagine after the first scrimmage on Friday, when you get back after spring break, they'll try to narrow it down.
Coach, what is your thoughts on the tempo? It seems pretty fast compared to what it has been even. What's your thoughts on where the tempo is and what do you see going forward?
When we're fresh and we're rolling, it's where it needs to be, but we've got to learn to, take it to the next level. And when we're a little bit tired, push through it, and that's where we can, really take advantage of some hidden yardage, some cheap yardage, some cheap plays, so to speak. And we just got to continue to press that issue. Don't let off there. And, hopefully we'll continue to improve there, and we need to be more, in fluid and sync as far as that goes. We're a little bit out of control, but that's okay for right now.
Assess day 3.
Good. I like our energy. 3 days back to back with the energy that we had has been really, really impressive. Number 1, and number 2, it's been very pleasurable to see. We're making strides every day. Got to continue to make them. The challenge for our guys is to keep that same energy and practice that way every single day. So, got a lot of coaching off film because we go so fast. We're so fast. It's very difficult to coach during the time period. So, a lot of coaching on film. The meeting time is very, very important for us.
How would you say the defense is responding to the tempo at this point?
Good. I think it's really helping us because it's making us talk. This is. We've been pretty fast in the past, but now I think we're supersonic, and it's making us get lined up and make our checks and communication and so forth. And I think it's really helping us, as far as a communication standpoint on defense, which is very, very important to us because when we get that in the fall, it should be nothing for us when we get it from our opponent.
Do you think you can get the defense a little bit more spirited, a little bit more emotional out there?
Well, I tell you what now, I want that now. Blake wants it. We all want it. And it's great to see guys wanting to come to practice and they're having fun. They really are. And I think it helps that we got a pretty experienced group coming back. So it's a joy to be out here with them every day and coach them.
Coach, you mentioned that, the group that's coming back, and it's got to feel good to look out there and see some of those guys back that, a couple that were a question whether they'd be back, but then seeing Tajay Chambers coming back from injury, Donovan Ransom coming back from injury, and then, of course, mentioning like a Bo Cinnamore, seeing him out there.
That's right.
Those things got to feel good for you.
Oh, it does. The guys that didn't play much last year, the redshirt freshmen and so forth, the guys, of course, got injured like Bo and so forth. It's just a joy to get those guys out there and see what we actually recruited. And now they're trying to show why we recruited them. And so they just got to keep progressing, keep making small steps each and every day, and hopefully they'll work their way into that 37-man travel squad.
How are the newcomers on your side of the ball doing?
Good. Kyle Wilson is making strides every day. Sometimes you look out there and he's not in a good stance and so forth. I think that's because he's not sure of what he's supposed to be doing yet. So he's playing a little bit slow, but when he triggers now, he can really run.
and he's doing good. D-liner's doing good. You know, we just got to keep pushing him, because it's been a while since he's actually been in the fight. You know, and so he's got some rust to knock off. So those guys are doing well.
What's some of the things that you want to see, just, you know, for the remainder of this spring from your group?
Right. Well, I want to see us continue to communicate, tackle better. I want to see us give up fewer explosion plays. We've got to limit those things. And then when we come back from spring break, we're going to be working situational ball. So we really need to get better inside the 10-yard line and hold people to field goals instead of touchdowns.
Well, how would you say spring ball is going so far?
I'd say it's going pretty good, especially on the defensive side with a lot of guys returning. It's just fun to get back out here and run around with your teammates and basically your friends.
Guys not showing any lack of enthusiasm or spirit so far, I've noticed.
No, sir. Especially at the beginning, everybody's excited to get back into the swing of things. And football is basically brand new. It's like waking up on Christmas morning, so everybody's excited, especially today, first day of pads. Everybody gets to pop a little bit, so it was real good.
Blaise, what was some of the things you wanted to work on in spring, just coming into this camp, some of the goals maybe you've set for yourself?
Just to get better at everything. I mean, technique-wise is always something you can improve. Also, just overall knowledge of the defense, you can always learn more, know what the linebackers are doing, know what the safety's doing, know what the nickel's doing. So if you know what they're doing, then it can kind of help you out to know where you can maybe get a little help, or maybe you can cheat a little bit outside or inside, knowing that the safety's going to be on the opposite side of you. So just small things like that.
How's it feel to be healthy?
It feels great. Not to have to worry about it. It feels good not to have to wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. and go to treatment and do ice and steam and all that kind of stuff. So it's really good. I'm enjoying sleeping in, and so it's great being healthy.
For you, I mean, obviously one of the guys on defense, just the taste that was left in your mouth following the bowl game, maybe some of that you're using as motivation coming into this camp.
Yes, we know that we weren't very happy with our performance at the bowl game, and so just to get back here to finally put that behind us and actually put on the pads again, and so we have new stuff to look at, because basically that was the last thing we did with pads on. So it's good to come out here and be able to finally put that behind us and use it as motivation to get better and start working on next season.
How's it feel to be the brother of a state champion and MVP?
It feels good. I was able actually to get to go to the game. It was on Thursday, so we didn't have practice. So that was good, and I was glad to be able to be there and support her, and just glad that she was able to win the state championship.
Started trash talking you around the dinner table?
Not yet. She's still pretty excited about winning, so the winning feeling hasn't worn off yet, but I'm sure once it does, she'll start to give me some crap about it.
Are you excited to kind of see her follow in the family footsteps of being the next Red Wolf?
Yes, I'm excited for her, and I didn't put any pressure on her or anything like that, because she didn't put any pressure on me, and so I just wanted her to make her own decision, but I'm glad that she chose to come here, and so I'm excited to be able to watch her play.
Yeah, let's go.
Absolutely.
That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. Well, how's it feel to be out there and be able to practice and know that you're part of the future and not having to sit out anymore and all that?
Psych, man, it feels amazing. It finally feels good again to put on pads and go out there with a family and just be able to ball and come out and compete every single day.
What's maybe some of your goals? I mean, obviously, you're going to be used in multiple ways, and you're out here trying to figure out some things, but what's some of your goals?
I mean, really just get back into the swing of things. It's been almost a year since I've, fully played. So get back in the swing of things, get back into the rhythm and just get ready with my boys, man. That's really just, goals-wise, is just to compete every day, just to get better through the spring and carry on through the fall.
How do you feel in, obviously, return game, receiver? I mean, you just want the ball in your hands. I mean, just obviously, just talk about that and the ability to basically be a Swiss Army knife on offense and in special teams.
I mean, playmakers make plays. I mean, I just use what God gave me. I really don't have nowhere else to say besides the fact that God blessed me with the ability to do something special with the ball in my hands, and that's just what I do every time I put the ball in my hands. It just comes natural.
As being a guy that was at a P5 program, being here and seeing all the talent that's at this program, just your thoughts on what you think you guys can accomplish here?
We can accomplish anything. I mean, only we can stop ourselves. We can beat anybody on any given day. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day. It doesn't matter who you put on the field. We can play anybody in the parking lot, in the stands, and we're going to play regardless. I feel confident that we can win them all. I feel confident that we can go in the game and know what we're going to do and get it done.
Kind of talk about what went into your decision to when you decided to not be a part of the quarterback picture and focus instead on being a receiver and return specialist, and how at peace are you with that decision?
I'm really at peace because really I'm just doing what I'm natural at. I used to be natural quarterback, but I took some time off and became a receiver, and I just became over time better and better at receiving balls, returning punts and kicks, and it just became natural. So I just took it as my goal. My long-term goal is to go to the league. So why not continue to play the positions that I could play in the league?
How's it feel to get to go against Blaise in these pass scale drills?
Feels good.